Hi, welcome to my card and a cuppa for Friday, what are we now? 24th of May 2024. So it's 24/5/24. So let me just find you over on my Facebook page. Make sure I've gone live in the right place. I don't want to be live anywhere else. So it looks like I'm right. Let me just turn the volume down. Yep. So now I can see comments if there are any. And if anyone's watching, I can also see that. So welcome to my card and a cuppa for this week. Today I'm going to revisit some previous online exclusive. Hi Joan, how are you? It's a beautiful day today, isn't it? Rosie and I went for our morning walk this morning and lovely weather. This is the autumn weather I love. So today I'm going to play with some previous online exclusives. We tend to forget about previous products. Hi Lynn, how are you? We tend to forget about previous products when new catalogues come out, and I'm all about revisiting previous products now. Playing with new stuff as well as going back and looking at other stuff that's still current. The weather is lovely. The products are still current. They're all still in the online exclusive, so I just double checked that before I went live. So let's flip down to the craft desk and we can get started. Let's just do that. Hang on, tick. There we go. Okay, I'll put my lamp on so it will glare a bit, but then it's okay. So let's bring it. I don't even have a sample card made yet. So we're going to make the sample card as we go. Okay, so I'm going to play with today Trucking Along. Now this came out before Christmas last year, and it's got Christmas trees and wishing you a festive Christmas. It does have Christmas sentiments on it and Christmas presents that you can put in the back of the truck, but it's not just specifically Christmas. There's no birthday greeting, but you've got other greetings, and you can put other things in the back of the little truck. You can put flowers, you can put plants, pot plants, palm trees and a surfboard, Christmas presents. So it's not just a Christmas stamp set. So, and it matches up with the punch, and it is a bundle. Still in the online exclusive, so when you have a bundle, you get the bundle 10% cheaper. So that one in the online exclusives is $72.25. I have used the exposed brick embossing folder. That has carried over. I really wanted to use the time-worn type one, but it's retired. I am hanging on to that one because I do love it. But I've used the exposed brick embossing folder. I've already used that. And I'm using the Garden Meadow suite. Well, bits of it. I've used the window arch frame. And I've used some of the paper. So this is all still in the online exclusives and all still available. So this is the beautiful Garden Meadow or Meandering Meadow paper. And both sides are quite useful. One side is like scenery paper, and the other side is like different washes and different textures, wood grain look. Really nice. I think it's as nice as the new Thoughtful Journey paper. Similar with scenery. Okay, so we'll move that. We might use this stamp set, I'm not sure, but we'll definitely use this one. So let's move that over and let's have a look at our products today. So we have, not products, as supplies. We've got an A5 piece of cardstock, and I've cut it in half at 10.5 centimeters and scored it at 14.9. So that is 10.5 centimeters by 29.7. That's the A4 size. Score at 14.9, and if you want it in imperial, it's 4 1/8 inch and 11 3/4. I then have a piece of blueberry bushel, and that's a colour I don't use very often, and it's 10 centimeters by 14.4 or 4 inches by 5 3/4. And now I have I've got to cut my little piece of paper down, but it's 9.5 centimeters by 13.9, and so is my window arch. I've got to cut this down. It's 9.5 centimeters by 13.9, which is 3 3/4 inches by 5.5. And then I've got a scrap for stamping my little truck on. So I'll leave all that there in case you want a screenshot of the sizes, but they're all pretty standard sizes. They're layering sizes. So I've already cut my window arch out, and I've already run my white piece through the exposed brick embossing folder. Hi Margaret! So you can see that I've already run that through that folder. So I will just get my trimmer in and trim down my designer series paper. So this card you could recreate with the Thoughtful Journey paper. You could certainly use that paper. So I'm going to take it off the bottom because I want some of the sky in our window arch. See, like if I do that, it's going to be better, I feel. So 13.9, I'm going to just slice that off the bottom. I'll hang on to that in case I want to reuse it. Okay, so let's just bring all this back in. So now that's the same size as my window arch. And then this is just my matting piece. I'll keep those, I think. And as I said, blueberry bushel's not a colour I use very often. I'll keep that too. And I'm going to pop this over here like so. And then we're going to stamp a little truck. And we might put Farm Fresh or something like that on the truck. And I thought I'd put these little flowers in the back of the truck. So I'm going to punch my truck out and pop it. So I'll have to fussy cut the flowers. But yeah, that's my plan. So let's have a little look. Let's layer all this together and then we can get started on our stamping. So I just got to get my Tombow. So as I said, you could use the Thoughtful Journey Designer Series paper, which is sort of scenery based as well. So I'm just putting my Tombow around my window arch. It kind of reminds me of play school when I was a kid. There used to be, you know, windows that they had to look through. I never was a really big play school fan. And that wasn't when my kids were kids, it was when I was a kid. So I'm going back a fair bit. Okay, so I've just lined that up. So I'll just shimmy that across with my wiggle room that I have with my glue. And that makes a beautiful scenery. It looks like you're looking through a window to this beautiful scene. Okay, so I'm going to mat that onto my blueberry bushel. I'll get my bone folder. So I had a lovely morning out with a friend. We had coffee and that was really nice. We hadn't caught up for a while. So that was nice. We had a nice chat. So, and I will show you what I got. She gave me something. So you'll probably know who I caught up with now. So she gave me this for helping while she was away on a trip. So can you see that? It's a beautiful little keychain that says Cancun. So you all know probably who I caught up with. So that was lovely to get that. She didn't have to do that. Okay, so now I'm going to pop that onto my blueberry bushel card matting piece. What did I do with my glue? Here it is. And then we'll layer that onto our blueberry bushel. So let me just do that. There we go. Now I won't put it, that's right Margaret, I won't put it onto my card base just yet because I might decide to pop it up. Not sure. Got to think about it. So now I'm going to just bring in my scrap paper And I'm going to, because, you know, I didn't get the right size block out, did I? That was silly. Let me get this one out, because that's the one I think I need. It's one of my cards in my class tomorrow, and I'm just writing up the PDF tutorial for it, because in my Fun Fold classes I send out PDF tutorials for the 3 cards that we make. And this was one that Linda designed, but she did a curvy bifold card. I don't have those around the bend dies, so I just kept mine straight. So we're doing Fun Fold cards with the Magnolia bundle, and I'm just still writing up that PDF, so I'll send that out. Finish that off and send that out. Now I do have some little trucks already pre-stamped, but I'm not going to go with those. I am going to go with a fresh truck. And now let me find, I need my black memento, and I thought I might do blueberry bushel, seeing that I don't do blueberry bushel very often. And I thought I might also do Cajun craze, because I thought I might do this. I saw this on another demonstrator's video once, how they put the little bit of rust on the little truck. I think I've got 2 there. I do. So that one's probably better. But see how you can dauber around the wheel arches and put a little bit of rust on the old truck, the farm truck. So I thought I might do that. So I think Cajun craze will work, but I'm not going to. You can see how it's going to come together. But I want to use, well, first of all, I'm going to do the outline of our truck. I do find that once we get new products, we do tend to forget ones that have been released not so long ago. And I'm trying to not forget about them. I'm trying to still show them some love, because otherwise we will get to the point where they're retired, and then I'll be sad and I'll cry because I won't have used them enough. So I'm just going to stamp my little truck down like so. And I'm using my mat because it's photopolymer. They say you don't have to when you've got the glass mat, but, you know, I think you do. Okay, so now this is the coloured part of the truck. I'm just putting that on my block. And I'm going to get my blueberry bushel. And that's a pretty new ink pad, so I'm thinking, let me just see. Oh, that's not going to work. No, brown. I think I've got a dauber here that says browns. Yeah, that will work. Let's see how inky and juicy my blueberry bushel ink pad is. That didn't work so well for me, did it? Come on, stick. I don't want to get my fingers inky. I'm going to whack a couple of glue dots onto my block to pick my photopolymer stamp back up. There we go. There you go. That's a trick. Okay, so let's just... What I need to do is give this a bit of a wash. That's actually quite bubbly. Let me just stamp it. I think I'm going to have to do... Oh, no, that's okay. It's stamped okay. All right. I thought I might have to move some ink around on my block, on my ink pad, but no, I don't have to do that. Okay. So I'll close my blueberry bushel up, and I will open up my Cajun craze, and I'm going to, let me just see how much. Okay. I'm going to ink that up, and I'm just going to go around the top of the wheel arch and put a little bit of rust on the ute. Okay, let's see how that turns out. It might work, it might not. I can't claim it, Lynn. I saw somebody else do it. But anyway, I'll bring this down so I can try and line up my window panel and line up my truck and my colour, and hopefully my head won't come in. Let's see how we go. I might have misaligned it. Not too bad. Could be better, but I think you can't really see because the blueberry bushel is so dark. You can't really see that. So let's do it again. I'm going to do it in a slightly lighter colour. I wonder if there's a lighter blue in that paper. Let's have a look at the paper. What colours are in it? Oh, balmy blue. Oh, there's a bit of balmy blue. That might be too light. Let's have a look. I wanted to show you how you can do the rust. Lemon lime twist. No, peak. Oh, orchid oasis. Well, that's gone. That's interesting. Let's try balmy blue. I thought I can use that one for another time. So let's grab our little outline again, and we shall put it onto another block because that one is glue dotted onto that block. Okay, we'll slide that along and try again. There we go, there's our little truck. There's our little truck. And we'll pop him back in here. And we'll put the lid on that before we get carried away. It's back on. I might just pop my blueberry bushel up. So much for trying to use blueberry bushel. It wasn't a big success. Okay, let's ink this up. Okay, that's balmy blue. And then let's get our dauber and just put a bit of rust around the wheel arches. I think that will show up a little bit better. Then we can choose. Okay, so now I'm going to line, and I can actually line it up better with the balmy blue too. You could see through a little bit better. Look, that's not too bad. We might go with that. But before we do, we might stick. Oh, I've got to do the little wheels. Now, I could use the wheel. Look, let's try it. I will try the wheels. I'm not. Oh, look, I've got ink on my fingers. How unusual. Let's try the wheels with the black. Otherwise, you can do the wheels with your black Stampin' Right marker. So I'll bring it back down again, and I'll see if I can. I line up the axles, and hopefully we get it right. Not bad. Not bad at all, considering. Okay, so now we might just bring in the little Farm Fresh, and we've also got to get our little, no, they're not the ones I want. Where are they? Where are the flowers? Here they are. Such teeny tiny stamps. They scare me. What am I doing now? I want the Farm Fresh. I think this is it. Oh my goodness, such a teeny tiny stamp. Let me just find my teeny tiny block and make sure it's not upside down, because you know you don't want to stamp that upside down. Farm Fresh. We're going to pop it on the door. I'll try practice on this door first, hey? Yeah, that blue's a little bit dark. You can't really see things. So I'm going to pop. There we go. Farm Fresh. Fresh from the farm they are. And we did some sunflower picking. I might have told you this before. If I did, you can tell me to be quiet. With our daughter a couple of years ago, we went up to Mangrove Mountain. That's not working very well. maybe I need to re-ink. I'm going to do it up here. Went up to Mangrove Mountain, that's good, and picked some sunflowers because they were, or they are, her favourite flower, and she had them in her wedding bouquet, and we had them in over the arbour. So if you've got a photopolymer stamp that won't stick to your block, the best way to do it when it's sitting on the ink pad is put a couple of glue dots on your block and lift it back up. But the other way of cleaning it to make it sticky again, which these two are the ones I really need to clean, is just wash them with a bit of soapy water, dry them off, and they will re-stick to your blocks. No worries at all. Okay, so what do I want to do now? I want to punch it out. So I don't need this anymore. So I'm going to practice on my sample card, sample truck, to line it up in my punch. And I'm just trying to line it up so that I get the same space all the way around. And I didn't line it up very well because I've got more on top. So we will go along here and try again. Sometimes I find it's a little bit hard to line up, but that's okay. I just got to practice. Let's go with that. Let's see how that works out. Yay! I think that one's better. All these other little pieces that are flying out of the punch, this is if you wanted to, it's a build. Hi Marilyn, how are you? How do you get around that problem with the clings? Did I explain the answer, Lynn, about the cling stamps? If you wash them with some soapy water, warm soapy water, dry them off, pat them dry, then that will they will cling again. Oh, with the cling stamps. I haven't really had that problem with the cling stamps. They tend to just keep clinging. The only set that was starting to do that a little bit for me was the Go-To Greetings, because I use those sentiments so much. I was starting to have that problem with those ones, and so I just stuck a couple of glue dots on the back of the stamp, of the cling stamp, and the same. That was the best way I found to get around it. I don't know if there's any other way, but yeah. And if you get lots of embossing powder and stuff like that on the back of the cling stamps, that can make them not cling as much anymore, and that can be, if you get them gritty and grimy, and that's what happened to my Go-To Greetings set. It was just so overused that it started to get a bit gritty on the back where the cling was. So I just stuck a couple of glue dots on the back of the cling stamp. Okay, so this punch has got, you can do a builder. It's a builder punch. You can cut a truck out with cardstock and put wheel arches and wheels and a window. But I really like the stamp truck. I prefer the little stamp truck. Okay, so that's our one. I didn't cut that out very well, but you know, he could work for something else. And I'm just going to grab my blends, because that would be the best way to colour the flowers in. I got some new blends yesterday from Free Shipping Day, and 3 of the new in colours I've gotten, so I'm pretty happy with them. I'll get the next 2 in colours next time. I thought I could put my little truck here. Now just let me colour in my flowers. So what? Garden green, granny apple green. I know I've got granny apple green, so we might use that. Don't know if we've got a garden green blend. I don't think we do. What else is in here? They really write these words so tiny. I don't believe it's my eyesight. Actually, I think it is my eyesight. Crushed curry. Well, we don't have any crushed curry, but we do have daffodil delight. And let's make them sunflowers. Just for my girl. Okay, so there's not a lot of colouring in here. So I'm just going to do that. Do the leaves. I'm not even going to try and blend. I don't think there's it's necessary for that. Okay. I think that's all the stems and leaves. I might just do a couple of these because I don't know what those flowers are. I've got, you'll get sick of me talking about them, but I've got some orchid spikes already starting to show through. My dear old mum loved her orchids, and she had orchids in her wedding bouquet. So she was a very big orchid lover, and she could grow them quite well. And I'm getting a phone call coming in. I'll take that later. And I inherited all her orchids, and I'm getting all the spikes, and I get so excited when the spikes start coming through. Okay, sunflowers have a black centre, so we shall do that. And I got given another orchid from a friend who comes to classes, and she gave me what's called a slipper orchid. And it's in flower. I saw that this morning, so that's nice. So I'm just going to cut this out, and I'm going to sort of line this up on the back of the little truck so that they've been to the flower farm and they've got their flowers and they're taking them to market. Well, that's my it's my story I'm creating. So yeah, I'm very excited that my orchids are starting to get spikes on them. And I had so many spikes last year. It was so exciting. And they just seem to love the place we've got them in our garden. And it seems to just be the right place. I can move those out of the way. And I'm going to put that like so. So let's put our little truck on with dimensionals. And let's then put 3 dimensionals there. And then we can put did that one come off? Oh yes. Then we can put, oh, that's not on the card base yet. I remember now. So we've got our little truck, visited the farm. This is the story I'm making up. And then I'm going to put the flowers in the back. So I think I need a small dimensional for that. I might need 2 small dimensionals. And I am going, how come I hardly ever get a phone call, and now when I can't answer the phone, it's going off its nut. There we go. So that's that. Get rid of all that. So that's our little truck that's been to the farm and it's collected its flowers, and now he's going to market. Okay, so I think I shall put that on dimensional, and then we can work out what sentiment we want to use to the end of that sheet of dimensionals, and maybe add a little bit of bling. I did get some new brass butterflies, but I've also got those birdies, and I think they're part of this suite, aren't they? The Garden Meadow suite. Okay, so we could use, well, we've got 2 stamp sets here that we could use for sentiments, and I've got some scraps here in my little scrappy tray. Oh, that's a nice skinny one too. I must put this on a card. I haven't done that yet. I must do that. I was going to put that on a card, but I don't know if I want to. So that's my little scrappy tray. And let's see. So we could do Sending You Sunny Thoughts from the truck bundle, or we could do Happy Birthday from Garden Meadow. Both will fit on the skinny one. What will we do? Does anybody have an opinion on what sentiment to put on our card? Sending You Sunny Thoughts or Happy Birthday? I'll just wait and see who comes back with whatever. Does anybody have a preference? Sending You Sunny Thoughts or Happy Birthday? I'll have a sip of my water while you're deciding. Sunny Thoughts. Lynn was first. Okay. That sounds nice. Did you see my photo from my walk this morning with Rosie? That was a Sending Sunny Thoughts. Okay, so we might bring back our blueberry bushel actually for Happy Birthday. Oh, well, Lynn was first with Sending Sunny. Both are good, exactly. Hi, Tanya. Thanks for commenting. I can make another one. I can make another card with Happy Birthday on it. So let's just ink up our Sending Sunny Thoughts and see if it'll fit on this little skinny strip. I think it will. I don't want to bring my head in. Look at that. What a perfect scrap of paper to have lying around. Okay. And I thought we could maybe put it across here. So let's just get our scissors and I might just do an angle. Look at that. And I'm just going to pop it up on dimensionals, baby dimensionals, teeny tiny ones. Thanks, Joan. It's a pretty simple card. Once again, we're getting the paper to do most of the work. But I don't want to forget about beautiful product that we buy, and just because a whole lot of new stuff comes out, we tend to put it to one side and forget about it. And I don't want to do that. I want to keep using my beautiful new product, well, newish product. So I'm just going to pop it across like so. So we could put our Happy Birthday on the inside, and we could trim the inside. Where's the paper? I don't think my oh, you know what? I've just put my finger straight into an inky stamp. I don't think my scrap could work. No, it's not big enough. But you know what? I've got lots of scrap here, and we could certainly trim up the inside of our card with some scrap. Well, look, that's got a little bit of floral on it, which kind of ties in to our... Let's do that. Let's just get that. I'm going to get my foreign snail out. I'm going to do that, and then I'll trim it. So I'm just going to put that, and it's just a little bit of trim and colour on the inside of our card. And I'll snip that down. Put those over there. And that's our card for today. So let's get rid of all this mess. I'll keep that scrap for another time. That's our card for today. So I hope you liked that. It's using the Meandering Meadow suite of products from the online exclusive section and the Trucking Along bundle. So that's the paper. That's the stamp set. We didn't really use the stamp set. We just used the dies and the paper from Meandering Meadow and the Trucking Along bundle with the punch. So that's our card for today, and we just trimmed it up on the inside with a little bit of paper, and we could stamp Happy Birthday on the inside. So let me just go back to here. So that's our card for today. So don't forget your other products. I know there's lots of lovely new stuff coming out, but don't forget your other products, because we do tend to forget them. They sort of go up on our shelf and then new stuff comes out and we play with all the new stuff, and I like to revisit our other stuff that we've already got. So I hope you enjoyed that. Have a great weekend, everyone. Let's hope we continue having this beautiful weather, and I shall see you on Monday for my Makeup Monday. Thanks for watching, ladies. Bye for now.